Hey y'all, Chemology here. I want to tell you about a challenge I'm about to start and also share more information with you about your invitation to do the challenge with me. So, you may recognize when I say that I am about to start a challenge that is for the end of the year. At this time of year, I often feel a mix of like stressed and energized about what I have and haven't done in the year, like what's left to do, what I started out the year thinking I wanted to do. And it's a feeling that I'm now familiar with, that I recognize that seems to reoccur at this time of year. It probably also lines up with the change of seasons, with the ending of summer and moving into fall and winter, which I see as I guess I consider myself like a summer and a warm weather person, so a little bit of apprehension about that darker and colder time, literally, like weatherically. So the combination of these things, I think, lines up such that I have some excitement and anxiety around the end of the year, and it leads to me wanting to be really purposeful about how I spend the rest of my time, what I spend the rest of my time and energy doing. So for the first time last year, I felt these things, and then I set myself up with a chemology challenge, and I did 30 plus 30 days to the rest of the year. So for the last 60 days of the year, I really slowed down, looked at everything that I was like considering, or all the things in my mind and on the front burners and back burners and the foregrounds and the midgrounds and all the stuff that's like all, I don't know if this is just me or if this is other people, but there's always stuff, right? Like little ideas and little fires and big fires and whatever, all the stuff that is there. I lay it out and I look at it, and I have a system for basically choosing what I'm gonna put any more time and energy into, with the mindset of I have 60 days left in this year, and what do I want this year to hold for me. And the challenge and their structure of the program that I've come up with for myself is something that others have asked me about last year when I was doing it, and this year as the time was approaching. Some folks have reached out, and I have for a long time wanted to do this style of challenge as a guided challenge for others, because I do think this stuff could help anyone. I mean, I was thinking, like, who does this work for? Who do I really want to do this with me? Because I would like other people to feel the way that I feel, if that, assuming that is definitely projection, and assuming that other people would want to feel the way I feel. But I think people talk about, like, I want to feel better, I want to feel energized, I want to feel like I'm in a good state. And this program isn't you do and do what I do and feel what I feel. It's that it's available and customizable to anyone and everyone. It's that you are going to pick what's important to you, and then I am going to help you stay connected to and aligned with that, and a little bit of accountability too. And that I have 9 years of challenge work under my belt of having done it, then I have some frameworks and stuff to share with you. So anyway, when I was thinking about who would this be good for, I think really anybody. And sometimes when I hear programs say this is good for everybody, it's like, how could one thing be good for everybody? So maybe I'm either wrong or I'm different, but I do think that if you are stressed and in a bad state right now, whether that's really stressed, really down, really working on like having a current active issue going on in your life, or if you're like medium level energy and you're like, I'm okay, but I'm kind of like a little in a funk, I don't really love I don't really love the winter, or having some of the feelings like what I've described about the end of the year, and feeling like you've underdone or haven't done all that you wanted to do, or even if you're in a good state and you're just want to like end the year in that good or a better, somewhat higher state. I think this program is just gonna, I don't like to use the word just, this program will help structure and refine what is important to you and where your time and energy is going. All of that to say, I also want to add that If this has felt really due heavy to you, someone responded to my stories yesterday where I first started trying to explain this, and it illuminated to me that I may have been not articulating this well-roundedly enough, because if it feels very due heavy, I haven't conveyed it well enough, unless you can imagine that your to-do list could include things like slowing down, being very present, spending quality time with family over the holidays, getting more grounded, feeling more at ease and peaceful. It's not only about, okay, I had these 150 things I wanted to do for the year, and 100 of them are still not done, and now I'm going to pick 10, and the last 60 days of the year is going to be crushing it and like getting all this shit done. Like, that's not what this is. It could be what this is if that is really what you want and what you think is going to be best for you, but it's likely not going to be that, or it's going to be a mix of high energy and grounded energy, connected energy, and like get it done energy. But the great part about it, I think, is that you're ultimately picking it yourself completely, and I am providing some framework and structure and some provocation. Like, I'm going to instigate and provoke you to think about and consider some things that I have found to be useful and interesting to me. So all of this to explain what this challenge is and why it could be interesting to you, and invite you to do it. So if I've said anything that resonates, like you're stressed about the end of the year, or it doesn't even have to be about the end of the year, but this is about the end of the year. It's about what's in a year. Do you consider your life in terms of years, or is it all just like a roll on from on to on to on, and there is no distinction? To some extent, I think that's my life, but I do think there's value in chunking it into sections and seeing themes or patterns in times and chunks of times. And if you can use the 1 year as a chunk and say, well, I would still really like to get this in, or do this thing, or be this way in this year, then seeing yourself as having a deadline, the value in that is that it gives you some sense of urgency to do it. Yeah. So if this is interesting to you, you don't have to commit right now, but I will be starting this on November 1st. And you know what I saw today? November 1st is not only the first of the new month, and it's going to be day 0 for 30 plus 30 days in the year, because we need a setup day, and then there are 60 days after November 1st. But anyway, today, or that day, is also the new moon, which is usually exactly when I want to start challenges, but there are other lineups that I will allow, like the beginning of a month is a good time and other things. But then when I saw that the new moon was also on the 1st of the new month, I was like, I don't know, you get what you look for, but I don't make that stuff up. That is what was there, what was happening. So we will be starting this challenge on the 1st of the month with the new moon. And when you sign up, you're going to get connected with me. I'm going to be available with you for the entire time. There will also be a group that you'll have access to. So anyone who wants the group aspect will have the group aspect. And I facilitate every day for those 30 plus 30 days. And I'll give you a structure and show you how to set it up and get yourself set up. And then you'll have me every day for all those days. And I can't tell you in a video what's in that content, what you get from me. But if you've been following me and resonated with some of my stuff, you believe that you will trust that there's stuff there that will be useful for you. So how to end this video, I guess. Ask me questions wherever I put this in the comments below. You can direct message me to get on the list to either sign up or to get more information, and I guess I'll see you there. Oh, I guess I should say the price. I want $300 to do this. $300 for 30 plus 30 days, which is 60 days, basically 2 30-day challenges. It's a lot less than I usually charge or want to receive for doing this program. It's a lot of work and for both of us, and I believe that it's every bit as valuable as that amount and more. And I don't want the price to be prohibitive to your participation in it. So I wanted the price to be something that I thought is palatable. It is the end of the year, there are holidays, so $300 is no small chunk of change for a lot of people. And then I also broke it down as $300 for 60 days is less than a high quality coffee every day. Everybody likes to use the Starbucks example. So $5 a day is what that breaks down to. And because I have money issues and value issues, I will say that, because it's uncomfortable for me is what I mean when I say that. I do want to be paid for this work. I do. And I do think that it's worth it to pay for it. And I don't want to get into a long-winded spiel about why and justify that on this particular video. And it's always sticky for me because I think this can help you. I want you to do it, and I don't want the cost to be a factor. So if you hear $300 and you feel like that's a hard no for you because of money, reach out to me. Okay. I hope to see you in the program. Ciao for now.